Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to this week's mini health lesson. Last week, we were talking about why exercise and physical activity is great for our overall health, talking about how it strengthens our muscles, strengthens our bones, keeps our heart healthy, our lungs healthy. It helps move oxygen throughout our body. It creates more connections with the brain. It helps us get better grades, have better sleep, have more energy. It's the best medicine a doctor could order. All right, so that's why I do what I do. But today, we're going to focus a little bit more on the heart, okay? The heart is the most important muscle that you have in your body, okay? Without it, you don't survive, okay? You can get along without your biceps, but your heart you simply cannot do. So it's important to take care of your heart, exercise your heart, and eat healthy as well. So let's talk a little bit about how exercise directly affects our heart. One, again, I'll repeat, our heart is a muscle. It pumps blood throughout our body. That blood carries nutrients, which is basically energy that we get from food. And um, it goes, and all these nutrients that we have, they all have different jobs in the body. The more you exercise, the more blood is flowing throughout the body. And the better that energy is getting to where it needs to go to make us our best and healthiest selves. Okay? So, we're going to talk about how the heart reacts to exercise. And to do that, one important skill is to learn how to find your pulse. Okay, so there are really, I mean, for you guys, you're young enough, you might be able to find it in three ways, but for adults, there are basically two ways you can find your pulse or heart rate. You take your two fingers and you put them up on the inside of your jawbone, kind of up inside this tendon thing here that you got right there, and you can feel your heart rate there. So give that a try. If you're having trouble finding that, then you want to take your hand, okay, turn it over, the same side where your thumb is right here. I want you to take your two fingers and try to hold that there. You can see in the picture. If those two don't work, you may be young enough to put your hand on your heart and find your pulse that way. I want you guys to find your pulse, okay? Pause the video if you need to. So, how does this exercise affect your heart? What I want you guys to do, you're going to do an experiment this week, and you're going to take your resting heart rate and write it down. And then you're going to take your heart rate after you do these following exercise: walking, running, jumping jacks, push-ups. Maybe you run around your house, play tag with your brothers and sisters or your parents, and some lunges. Okay? They're all different types of exercise, so do with that what you will. So let's talk about how you can measure your heart rate. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're either going to take a timer or ask somebody to time you, and you're going to take your pulse, which is counting how many times you feel your heart beat in 30 seconds, and then you're going to double that number. Okay, that's how you get it to be pretty accurate. If you don't have that much time, that's totally fine. And if you want to have some easier math, what you can do is take your pulse and count how many times you feel the blood come in through that artery right there, and have somebody time you for 10 seconds. I'm sorry, not 10 seconds. Have someone time you for 6 seconds. And what you're going to do is then after that 6 seconds, you add a zero to that number. That's how you find out how many times your heart would beat in 1 minute. Okay? So you have two ways, either the 30 seconds or the 6 seconds, but I want you to find what your resting heart rate is. And then after you do these exercises, see how your beat has changed. All right. By now, you guys know that exercise is going to make your heart pump more blood or pump your blood faster. Okay, which is very good for the heart. But I want you to actually get some numbers down. Okay, just some of my results. So my resting heart rate was right around 58 beats per minute. So what I did, I did the whole 30 seconds and then multiplied it by two. And when I was walking, my beat went up to 74. When I was running, it was a light jog. When I run, it gets a little higher than 138. Jumping jacks 108, push-ups 94, tag 126, and lunges 94 beats per minute. So every one of those exercises was good for my heart. It got my heart rate up. Now, some were working more of my muscles as opposed to the heart, but all of these exercises are going to be good. Just a couple things that I want you to be thinking about when you're talking about how active you are during the week. How often are you exercising? Are you exercising every day? If not, you probably should be. How hard is your exercise? Okay, so going out for a walk or walking around your backyard, that's a very low intensity exercise. But running around and where your heart rate gets up really high, that's going to be much more intense exercise. So you want to try to make at least 30 of those minutes intense exercise where your heart rate is really high. And your experiment is going to help you to determine what is an easy exercise and what is a hard exercise. Time is how long you should be exercising. So you guys know you should be getting at least an hour a day, so 60 minutes. And then type, which we're going to talk about very quickly, anaerobic or aerobic. So aerobic exercises, they're really good for the heart. Get your heart pumping. Your body uses oxygen, and it's something that you can do for a long time. Okay, so going out for a long bike ride, playing a long soccer game, dancing the night away. Okay, going for a long swim. These are things that you can do for a long period of time. You're going to get tired, but you're not going to fatigue immediately, as opposed to anaerobic exercises, which are very quick and short, intense exercises like sprinting or doing something as fast as you possibly can. What you want to do is you want to mix them up both. Have all kinds of different exercises. If you have all kinds of activities that you love, you're going to be a super healthy, strong young lady or young gentleman. And don't forget balance and stretching. You can strengthen your muscles and condition as much as you want, but if you don't maintain that flexibility, you're not going to be your healthiest self. So here's my challenge for you. Do the exercises. Do the science experiment where you measure your heart rate after each activity. Throw some other activities in there. And be as active as you possibly can all week. Okay? Stay healthy. Have fun. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good week. Bye.